Because of the most recent attacks on Paris and the plane bombing in Egypt, ISIS has been in the media spotlight more than usual. I believe it is not a matter of if, but when, ISIS stages a large-scale attack on the United States. How does ISIS reach Americans? The answer is social media. ISIS is using social media, primarily Twitter, to attract sympathizers in the US in hopes that they will be able to influence them enough to carry out attacks on Americans. Using data from the New York Times, ISIS has successfully carried out large-scale attacks against Lebanon by detonating 2 suicide vests, killing 43 people, and in Turkey killing more than 100. Then ISIS claimed responsibility for downing a civilian plane traveling from Egypt to Russia, killing all 224 passengers abroad. And most recently, the attacks on Paris killing more than 100 people. In a recent video published by Complex's Tamara Deal, says that the Paris attacks, Anonymous, the internet hacktivist group, declared war. They vowed total war and say the attacks in Paris will not go unpunished. This is important because ISIS has successfully completed large-scale attacks in the Middle East against Russia and now Europe, and in a CNN video, ISIS warns Washington, D.C. is next. Brookings Institute says ISIS uses a collection of over 2,000 Twitter accounts, tweeting more than 150 times a day. They are called the Mujahideen, or the industrious ones. They are the center of ISIS's social media strategy, disseminating propaganda directed at recruiting Westerners to join the caliphate. Jason Hahn, a writer and editor for Complex, says that ISIS baits recruits with gifts like homes with free electricity, no rent, or the chance of something better in the afterlife. In the same article, a video created by ISIS claims the cure for depression is jihad. According to Hahn, as of March, with this strategy, ISIS has recruited at least 180 Americans to travel to Syria and Iraq to fight with them. The New York Times reported that 2 lone wolf attacks have already occurred in the United States, and 5 larger plots have been foiled by federal intelligence. The solution to this problem is not a simple one. It's not as simple as it may appear. One might think that we just shut down all the social media accounts so they are unable to reach young Americans. But according to J.M. Berger, shutting down the ISIS Twitter accounts may be a double-edged sword. World governments use the accounts for valuable intel and tracking ISIS operatives using GPS. Another obstacle for Twitter is the fact of privacy. What do they censor? Who do they censor? California Democrat Brad Sherman tries to clear up this problem, saying they've taken action with regard to child pornography, they take action with regard to copyright material, they should take action on this. My solution would be for world governments to continue to put pressure on and work with Twitter to shut down as many ISIS accounts as possible. In order to preserve the intelligence aspect of the account, eliminate only the ones that do not have intelligence value determined by world governments. J.M. Berger said in a CBS News interview he believes there is a way to do this. It will take a great deal of cooperation, time, and money, but in the end, it will lead to a safer United States and world.